Good morning. My name is Cheryl Woodard, and I'm one of the meditation teachers here at Ecumenical Buddhist Society of Little Rock. And so I'm listening to Buddhist teachers a lot to focus myself, steady myself. And one of my favorite teachers recently posted a talk that said, kindness is the best medicine during physical and mental distress. And I've been thinking about how that works, how kindness helps us. Now, Buddha talked about human beings, why we suffer, and he said that when we're distressed, we tend to trap ourselves like a bee caught in a jar. The bee flies up and down and crawls around on every surface of the jar, but no matter where it goes, it can't get out of the jar. It is trapped there. And because the glass is see-through, the bee doesn't even realize it's in a jar. So it's in this compressed space, and the stress is mounting. There's no relief, no way out. And that's sometimes how we feel. Right now, the waters are rising, literally. The floodwaters are rising, and there's nowhere to go. And so there's that kind of panic. So we have different strategies we try. Some people zone out, they just Netflix themselves into oblivion. Or some people run, they take a trip somewhere, they think if I just go over there, it'll be better, or people strike out at each other, or all kinds of strategies, but none of them really get us out of the jar. And the one that works is two things that the Buddha gave us, two wonderful techniques. And they are based on tapping into resources we already have as human beings, calling on our brilliance and our warmth in this time when we need it, recognizing this is a bad time and I need every asset that I can deploy in this moment. This is the real thing, and I'm calling up all my troops, so to speak. So what are they? The two things are wisdom and compassion. And so the wisdom meditation is based on the understanding that we always have in us, without exception at every time from birth till death, we have residing within us a vast, peaceful awareness. It's like the background to everything that happens, and only we don't typically recognize it. So while we distract ourselves with all the jar kind of stuff, the wisdom is still there. And the calm abiding meditation is a meditation designed to drop down into or allow space for that wisdom to manifest, to rise up, be present, and manifest. And so it's peaceful. The meditation is peaceful, and you settle into place, you open yourself, and you just then stay there and let your natural clarity and insight and wisdom get you out of the jar. It literally dissolves the sides of the jar and you're free. Now, sometimes when we're particularly distressed or upset, it takes too long, or it can feel like it takes too long to dissolve the jar in that way. Because it's such a peaceful, you can't push it, you can't force it. If you do force it or push it or try to get wise, all of a sudden you just make the jar worse instead of letting it relax. It's hard to relax. Let me just say that. It can be hard to relax in a time like this. You can't just say relax and let it happen. So the second way to dissolve the jar, to get out of the jar, is to use our compassion. And that's what we're going to do today. And that's why I say this teacher says kindness is the solution, the best medicine. Because we are hardwired to care about other people. We resonate with other people. And part of the distress we're feeling right now is that we feel the panic of the people fleeing from the hurricane in Louisiana with full hospitals, and we can't help but feel that, and so it affects us. Likewise, the people fleeing from the fires out west, or the floods in the middle of the country where it's about to rain on them again. And so we feel all that distress, and we take it in and we carry it around in our bodies. And to keep it from becoming a jar that traps us and makes us worse, I mean, we can't actually do anything about all that stuff. We can't do anything about it. But we can prevent it from making us crazy, from immobilizing us with panic or fear, or twisting into some kind of outrage or irritation. And so we do that by actually cultivating, imagining, using our imagination to visualize extending kindness to all the people who need it. So that's what we're going to do this morning. We're going to practice this, a calm abiding, sitting still, peacefulness meditation, just briefly. We're going to settle and open into our wisdom. And then we're going to visualize extending that peacefulness and wisdom and warmth and kindness towards all the people who need it right now, including ourselves. And the funny thing about both of these meditations is that even though you don't feel that way, you feel like you're faking it sometimes, oftentimes. Okay, I'm going to sit here and pretend to be calm, even though it works anyway. That's the thing, it works anyway. It doesn't matter. So we don't have to worry about the quality of the experience while we're meditating, because it's not about that anyway. It's about just making the space, making the effort is all that's required. And the effort is simply doing it. Sit here, follow the instructions very faithfully, and surrender basically to the practice. And then when you're done, you get up and you walk away, you go through your normal day. Although it's very possible that you may carry with you into your day some sense of another option besides whatever the habitual freaking out looks like. There might be other options that you begin to consider. Oh, maybe I could, write a poem, or call someone I care about that's lonely, or something else, something different, something more human and present and awake. That may come after this practice. And if you do this practice a lot, those kind of opportunities, those kind of options open up, because you're not in the jar anymore. So, okay, I feel like I've said too much already. Let's try it. I'm going to turn the camera towards the Buddha while we do this, and I'll still be talking to you. I'll talk you through it. And make sure that you're seated in a good meditation posture. And by that I mean that you have a seat beneath you that fully supports your body. It's not wobbly, it's not too soft, it doesn't make you sink into a cushion, but that it's solid and you're fully supported. And allow yourself to feel yourself supported by the ground beneath you, like a tree with deep roots, planted here in this moment, in this time, in this place. Allow your spine to be long from your sacrum to the base of your skull, long and free, like the living, flexible trunk of a tree. Upright, strong, but alive, also alive. Feel the width of your shoulders, the length of your arms stretching down from your shoulders to your fingertips. Notice your face. If there's any tension in your face, you could just let it go. No one's looking at you right now, and no one cares what your face is doing. So you can relax all the muscles of your face. If you have a furrowed brow, if you have a tense jaw, if you're holding tension in your mouth, around your eyes, just let it all go. The back of you is strong and upright. The front of you, your belly, is soft and open. And everything is relaxed. Upright, but at ease. Now, notice the breath moving your belly and ribs. This breath is your life moving through you effortlessly and naturally. Your body never forgets to breathe, even if you don't remind it. And that's why we use the breath as a kind of doorway into our body, our natural wisdom, our natural awareness. Because even if you don't pay attention, your body is actually very finely aware of the environment that you're in. How hot or cold it is, whether there's light or dark, whether you're hungry or tired. Your body is constantly alert and aware and connected to the world in this very intimate and complicated way. Breath is coming in, the breath is bringing in oxygen and nourishment and feeding every cell of your being, and then it's carrying out, the out-breath is carrying out everything you don't need, including your stress. The out-breath actually carries calories out, their heat of waste. Basically, it's the waste disposal, most important one. And so that's why we say, pay attention to your breath for a minute. Just notice this connection that you have in the deepest and most natural way to life. So I'm going to ring the gong now, and for a minute, just sit here alert, open, and feel the movement of your breath and the connection of your body and your mind to the whole world. Now, as you sit here, thoughts and emotions are going to come up because you're alive. As long as you're alive, there is activity in your mind. feelings, concerns, ideas, plans, all kinds of stuff, right? And this morning what I want to do is just look kindly on all that activity. It's not a problem. We're not trying to stop thinking or stop feeling. We just want to notice that there is energy moving through us, and it takes the form sometimes of thoughts and ideas and emotions that we can identify. And but that isn't all we are. We also have this natural awareness operating. And so if it helps, you can think of an image of the tree. You're a tree planted in the earth and alive. And the thoughts and emotions are like birds moving around in the branches of the tree. They're both there, they're both together, there's a symbiotic relationship. But you are more than just the thoughts. That's the point. There's more to you than that. And so see if you can look kindly on that activity. Don't judge yourself. Don't try to fight it. Just look kindly on, of course, my mind is active. I'm alive. I care about the world. I'm alive. I have thoughts and ideas and emotions, feelings. So now I want you to bring to mind someone, anyone, who may have the same mixture of emotions and thoughts that you have right now, whatever they are. Maybe you're extremely exhausted, and you can think about the medical workers who are extremely exhausted. Or maybe you're angry at someone who isn't doing what you want them to do. You can think about all the other people in that situation, angry and helpless, about people who will not do what they want them to do, what they need them to do. Or whatever it is that is stirring you up, what is animating your being. And you can look at that, and you can just picture other people who have that same pent up, frustrated agitation going on in their being right now. And most of those people have never heard of meditation, are not practicing meditation, and have never even been told that they have wisdom and compassion already in them. They've never considered the idea that there's another way to relate to the world besides being trapped in a jar. But you have, and you are working with that. And so now I would like you to picture anyone that you can call to mind who is probably experiencing the same quality of emotion, the same feeling of being trapped and disturbed, panicked maybe, whatever it is. And you can, with your breath, briefly breathe in that person's distress. Take it from them. Breathe it in to your body, deeply into your body, and then breathe out peacefulness, relief for both of you, for you and for them. So breathe it into the deep, vast, expansive, spacious part of you where there is enough warmth and love for everyone, where there is wisdom, where there is patience, where time is big and vast, and today is just a speck, and where everything is still possible. So take in the distress, breathe it in deeply, draw it all the way into your belly, and then breathe out, extend out all of the wholesomeness, all of the bravery, all of the love and kindness that you can muster right this minute for yourself and for all the people in the same boat as you. So, teachers give different images for this practice. One of them is to breathe in dark smoke and breathe out light, clear, perfumed air. Another one is to breathe in heat and breathe out coolness. And I like the one about coolness because I think about, there's somebody in the middle of some horrible situation, and maybe my concern for them, my love for them, will reach them like a tiny, cool breeze. It doesn't get them out of the trouble that they're in or solve the problem for them, but it's a just tiny touch of relief. And that's enough. So, as we sit here, I'm going to ring the gong again. Just practice that however you want to picture it. It could be a smell that you breathe in and then you breathe out a different smell. Or just imagine breathing in energy and breathing out a different kind of energy. But the point is that as the energy comes in and mingles with your settled, healthy body and your vast, spacious awareness, which is always there, keeping you alive, taking care of you. So you're going to breathe in this distress, bring it in close, and then hand it over to this wiser part of you. Powerful, wise, spacious part of you. And let that transform the distress into healing. And as you breathe that out, you picture it reaching the people who need it and helping them in some modest way. So I'll ring the gong, and that's what we'll do. Love is like a gentle breeze or a warm bath. It softens, nourishes, and releases. Love is like water. Dormant seeds come to life when you water them, and water brings people together. We gather at watering places to share our troubles and look out for each other. Love is moist and warm and life-enhancing. And love is all around us right now. We are filled with it. Everyone around us is filled with it. It's why we are suffering, because we love ourselves and we love each other. So this meditation might feel kind of artificial, like you're faking it, but that's okay. Amazingly, it works anyway. So just to make it so you can easily do it whenever you need to, just remember 2 ideas. I love my bee. I feel like a bee trapped in a jar, but that is not true. I am a full, awake human being, and I have many options, if only I open to them. And I am not alone. I am in kinship with all the other humans in this world. We care for each other. We take care of each other. We love each other. And we will get through this together. So that's it. I'm going to turn the camera back. Oh, yes. So I hope this is helpful. These are hard times, and we're just going to have to get through them. And remember to think about space, to have a little bit of skepticism whenever you decide that you're just stuck somewhere. Just wonder, just ask yourself, where's the space in this situation? Where's the opening for something different to happen? That's all you have to do, and then things will happen. And the other thing is to remember that you're not alone, that you care about people and people care about you. And if this pandemic has taught us anything, it has taught us how amazingly dependent on each other we all are, and taught us new ways to, that just wearing a mask can be a way to take care of people. It's pretty cool. And we're all doing it. So human beings are rising to the occasion. Look at it that way. Look for the ones around you that are doing it earnestly and kindly and with all their hearts, getting through this, taking others through it with them. Those people are out there. You know them. And they're caring about you just like you care about them. So that's it for today. Be safe and healthy and well. So please take care of yourselves until then. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.